Welcome back to another explainer. Today, we are unpacking a massive, fundamental shift in how software is being built and bought as we head into 2026. The traditional tech stack is undergoing a radical deconstruction right now, so let's dive right in and see exactly how it's being put back together.
We really have to ask this crucial question right out of the gate. For the last decade, we've basically been building and buying these massive all-in-one software suites, but suddenly AI, huge data demands, and shifting economics are severely stressing those legacy systems. To put it bluntly, what worked perfectly in 2022 is essentially built to break in 2026.
It turns out we're moving completely away from monolithic architecture. Think of the old way like a heavy, rigid block of clay. It's bundled together and incredibly hard to reshape once it's molded. Instead, the whole industry is rushing toward composable architecture. Picture a highly adaptable box of Lego blocks. It's agile, it's unbundled, and it lets you swap pieces out instantly whenever your needs change.
Here is our roadmap for today. First, we'll cover the end of monoliths. Second, what composable SaaS actually is. Third, micro SaaS and open APIs. Fourth, the central data foundation. Fifth, the modern modular tech stack. And we'll wrap it up with the future of software. Okay, Section 1. The end of monoliths. Let's look at why legacy software is basically dying out.
When we map out the risk horizon for SaaS investors over the next couple of years, the secular and super-secular risks are wild. We're seeing business logic migrate entirely out of traditional software layers and directly into AI orchestration platforms. Long-term, traditional software faces a very real, existential threat of just being compressed into the bottom tier of the tech stack, basically functioning as mere data repositories while AI agents run the whole show above them.
So, monolithic systems are getting absolutely crushed by three distinct forces right now. First up is seat compression. As AI makes individual workers way more efficient, companies simply don't need to buy as many user licenses. Second, the actual business logic, the brain of the software, is being extracted by intelligent AI platforms. And third, because monolithic suites are just so rigid, they can't adapt fast enough, so they run a huge risk of commoditizing into basic, low-value data storage units.
Moving on to Section 2. What is composable SaaS? Let's talk about rebuilding with blocks.
Scott Brinker, the founder of Chief Martech, really hit the nail on the head here. Buyers are completely exhausted by paying massive sums for bloated suites where they honestly only use about 20% of the features. Instead, they want an organizing center of gravity for their tech stack, but they demand the freedom to swap in the absolute best, highly specific product for their unique use case. They want a flexible ecosystem, right? Not a walled garden.
So, at its core, composable SaaS is this strategic shift from buying isolated, rigid apps to assembling truly agile systems. Instead of buying an inflexible all-in-one package, you're assembling modular components, again, just like those Lego bricks, around a central shared data foundation. If a way better billing module comes out tomorrow, no problem. You just snap off the old one and snap on the new one, all without having to tear down your entire system.
Section 3. Micro SaaS and Open APIs. These are your agile add-ons.
Think about a micro SaaS. It's exactly what it sounds like, a highly focused app designed to handle one specific challenge flawlessly. Instead of some massive HR suite, it might just be a tool that syncs employee onboarding documents, and that's it. These lightweight, purpose-built add-ons let businesses customize their tech stack with absolute precision, cutting out all the bloat of an enterprise suite.
What's really wild is that the tools filling these micro roles in 2026 are increasingly AI native. This means they aren't just your traditional apps with a chatbot slapped on top for marketing. They actually possess autonomous decision-making capabilities. They can interpret intent and execute tasks with minimal human input. They continuously learn from your data to improve their accuracy, and their intelligence is deeply, deeply integrated right into your specific workflow.
Section 4. The Central Data Foundation, your single source of truth.
Platforms like N8N or Coveon AI manage this exact four-step orchestration flow. First, an event happens. That's the ingestion. Second, the AI orchestrator interprets the intent. Third, it triggers the necessary API commands across all your different microtools. And fourth, it instantly syncs the data back to your central warehouse. This flow is absolutely crucial because it ensures all your modular apps are talking to each other without failing.
And the market is reacting aggressively to this new standard. Recent index reports show a massive 75% year-over-year increase in enterprise spending specifically on AI-native applications. That is huge. It proves that buyers are urgently shifting their budgets away from clunky legacy systems and pouring them into these interconnected, intelligent, composable data systems.
Section 5. The Modern Modular Tech Stack. Let's map out the 2026 Developer Blueprint.
When you look at the dominant 2026 developer blueprint, you can really see how modular it is. Instead of wasting months building user authentication or a building engine from scratch, modern founders are just plugging in best-in-class APIs. You snap Next.js on the front, use Supabase for your database, plug in Clerk for login, Stripe for money, and Resend for your emails. It is quite literally software assembled from specialized parts.
63%. The economic impact of this modular blueprint is just staggering. By leveraging this composable stack, often alongside low-code platforms, initial development costs are compressing by an astounding 63%. This is completely democratizing software creation. It extends financial runways for startups and is fundamentally changing the economics of launching a tech business today.
Finally, Section 6. The future of software. Autonomous and specialized.
We are rapidly approaching the era of self-driving SaaS. Software is shifting from a passive tool that just sits there waiting for you to click a button into a proactive system of outcome-owning agents. In a composable architecture, your AI orchestrator can actually anticipate a business need, gather data from one module, process it through another, and execute an entire workflow completely autonomously.
Which brings us to the ultimate question. If every single company has access to the exact same off-the-shelf Lego blocks, APIs, and AI models, what is your actual competitive advantage? If the software itself is totally interchangeable, the real lasting value lies entirely in your proprietary data and the depth of your specific workflow lock-in. It's no longer about the tools you buy, it's about the unique intelligence you build with them. And that is a highly provocative thought to leave you with until our next explainer.